Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to get to the opening area of Destiny. There's a kind of a glitch area that helps you get there. And there's not a whole lot there, but there's a dead ghost on the way, so I'm going to show you how to get there. First thing you need to do is you need to go to the Divide, which is easy to get to from the steps if you just head to your right. There's kind of a red building that will bring you to the second mission you go on. So I'll just bring up the ghost there to show you that it's the Divide. Sorry as well for the camera quality, I don't really have a capture card. So the first thing you're going to do is head back into the wall that you went through. This should all look familiar, as you have to go through here at the start of the game. You're just backtracking a little bit. I'm not going to fast forward this, just to make sure that you don't get lost. I'm just going to play it at the normal speed. You can't actually walk back to the starting area because there's two gates there. I'll put those at the end of the video, just so you know. So once you get to about here, if you look just to the right, at the end of the platform or bridge, you see there's a little iron bar sticking out that I'm shooting at. Basically you want to jump on top of that. Now I find this is easiest to do with a Titan. It's probably easy enough to do with a Hunter as well. There's another beam sticking out like that, and you want to get a good jump going and get on top of that. Now I did this with Warlock and I found it really hard with Warlock. Now if you look up, there should be kind of a V shape between two iron beams. It's tricky, but what you need to do is you need to keep jumping and try and squeeze through it. Kind of run in that general direction while you're jumping. That way if you don't make the jump, you'll still slide down onto the beam rather than off the side. Eventually you should slide through, and if you look down like I am, you should be in a little narrow passageway with a kind of a partition in the direction that you were facing jumping in. So what you need to do is you need to jump up and slide around it, which isn't that hard to do. So once you go through that partition, if you look around, you'll be in a kind of a tunnel area. Now there is an invisible wall, so you can't jump and you can't walk down that passageway. So there is another partition in front of you that you need to jump through, or around rather. So basically just jump around that. It's not as hard as, it's no harder than the first one. And then you're back in another narrow area once you jump through that again. And then you have another one of those V shapes that you need to jump through. Now this is tricky because there's kind of a mound of dirt floating on the far right of the wall that you need to land on, otherwise you're going to fall to your death. I'm trying to zoom into it there, if you can see it. You might need to pause the video, but there's a kind of a dirt texture coming out of the wall, like a mound of dirt. You need to land on top of that. So that's when you'd want to be a Warlock or Titan, because you could just glide to it. And now I'm on top of the dirt. You'll see this wall sticking out there that I'm shooting at, and you need to jump on top of that. I guess Titan or Warlock would be a good class for this. The wall will disappear as you fly towards it, but it will still be there. Now everything's going to look a little glitchy and a bit weird, but this is all part of it. Now you have to walk into these two pipes, as in walk right into those pipes. The wall there isn't solid, so you can walk right through it. And you're going to get to this area, and basically you just have to keep walking. Now if you look along the left, there's a lot of pipes. There is a dead ghost around that area. I've collected it at this point, so it won't appear in this video, but if you're walking along here you should see it pretty easily. Just kind of jump and maneuver around to get to it. It contains a grimmer about the Exo Stranger from the end of the game. But here, what you need to do is you need to jump on top of that area that I'm shooting at. So you want to be using boost or whatever for your jump. That would be the first option you get for improving your jump in your subclass, I imagine. So once you're on top of this area, you just keep walking as far as you can. The sky's going to go kind of a funny colour, but that's all part of it. And you jump around here, and what you're looking for now, even though you can see the corridors, what you're looking for is a kind of a mud and snow texture, or a dirt and snow texture on the ground that you can kind of see there. There. It's kind of like a beach or sand. Once you land on top of that, basically what you need to do is you need to kill yourself. So it'd be a good thing to have if you have a rocket launcher and heavy ammo synthesis, or possibly a grenade that could take you out with one explosion. There are some gaps here, so I'm pretty sure you could just glitch through the wall here and fall to your death like I did. And once you have fallen and you respawn, you're back at the start. Now I have to give a shout out to Warren Bishop for showing me this. I think he found it. So shout out to Warren Bishop for finding this glitch. The only reason I made a video is just because it'd be easier for people to get the hang of it, rather than a bunch of pictures. Another thing you might notice is when I bring up my ghost, I'm unable to summon the sparrow, even though I'm technically outside. So, just for those of you who are curious and haven't been able to make it this far, or don't really want to, there's nothing on the left and right of the wall before you go through it. With the full jump abilities, there's nothing there, just invisible walls. And with the right side as well, there is just an invisible barrier preventing you from going any further. So then for the bridge at the very, very back, near where you first spawn, there's enough distance for you there to make the jump to the other cars, but as with the other area, there's just this barrier that pushes you down. Going inside the building, or the wall, whatever you want to call it, you'll end up in the same area that you were when you first played Destiny. Nothing really different about it. There's no fall and crawling around this part of it, but there is this kind of cage or gate down. There's two of these. One is near the second bridge in the central area, which you can glitch through with your sparrow, but this one you can't. So I hope this video helped you out. Apart from the dead ghost and the nice scenery, there's really not a whole lot here. If you want to do some backtracking, go right for it. But I hope this video helped you out, and I'll talk to you later.